Hi, we all know the importance of picking strong passwords for accessing our devices. Um, the advice has changed somewhat over the years, though. Not so long ago, you were encouraged to have really complicated passwords to access your computer. So you'd want to have it be quite long, at least 8 characters, letters, numbers, symbols, and then you would also have to change your password. So you say every month your system would force you to change your password. But all this led to was people putting post-it notes on their laptops, and then each month they might change. They put a one at the end, and then a two, and then a three, and so on and so forth. So the passwords weren't secure. Even though in an ideal world, yes, that's what you'd have, it didn't really work out very well. So there are ways to manage passwords more generally. So for the litany of passwords that you get for internet resources, you can use a password manager, and I've got another video on password managers. Those are really, really useful for when you don't want to have to remember the password. You just want it saved into your password manager, and when you go onto the website that you're accessing, your password manager puts it in. Now those can be really complex passwords because you don't need to remember them. But what about passwords for the devices that you use every day, um, such as logging onto, say, a laptop? You don't really want to have to go to your password manager and then have to look at the password manager and then put in a really complicated string of letters, numbers, and symbols. You need something that's just easy to remember, but not easy to guess by someone that might try and access the device. So a great new way of dealing with passwords of those kind is to have them long. So you want them to be probably ideally 12 characters or more, but don't have any complexity enforced in them. So rather than trying to put the letters, symbols, numbers, and all that kind of stuff in, just make them sort of random but memorable. So a good way of doing that is picking 3 words that aren't related to one another. So what you could do, for instance, is say window, then you could do plant, and maybe car. So that would become your password: window, plant, car. Don't use that one, but that could be your password, and that way it would be incredibly difficult for anybody to guess that password, but it's fairly easy for you to remember it. So that's just a thought for a potential way of saving yourself some hassle whilst staying secure. Thanks for watching.